Hey.
Oh, God. I immediately had a...
Let Buckwheat out of that headlock.
Immediately conjured a visual.
Are we doing this?
I forgot what episode again.
I think it's 13.
13.
That was, you seen that guy? He was a track star and his ding-a-ling came out while he was running.
I feel like that should happen more than it does.
I mean, it got caught on tape this time.
I mean, like literally
Like
caught on tape?
recently? Don't they wear spandex?
Not him. I mean, not this time. I don't know. Like he was in the starting block and he made an adjustment. And then he took off running and
His wee johns just came out.
it came dangling out. He almost tripped over it.
Out of the top?
Out of the bottom.
What do you think it was like trying to bat him in the eye or something?
And he was racing and trying to tuck it back in, and it was like, nah.
My point is that they wear like spandex pants now, so like how's it coming out the bottom?
But he did not wear his spandex pants.
Because I feel like back in the 70s and 80s, that probably happened all the fucking time with men.
Runner, penis,
Are we recording?
out.
On both? Yes. Are you plugged in?
Yes.
Runner wins 400-meter hurdle race despite having his penis constantly fall out of his shorts.
Constantly fall out. So did he like put it back in while he was running?
Yes, ma'am.
It was a good old wrestling match from what I understand.
How are you concentrating on running
I mean,
that you have the
The big thing is, did he win?
he did.
He came in first.
His dick came in first. He came in second.
How do you have the conscious thought? Like, how does that not slow you down to like be taking?
Maybe
the
it
time
was
to-
giving him encouragement. It's like, run faster.
He was mortified, and maybe that helped with the speed.
See, if I was a runner, my penis came out, and
We would not be married. Two things you're not: a runner or have a penis.
Or have a But if.
Both,
Could I be one of those things?
both deal breakers.
Dildo breakers. Sorry, I thought that was funny.
Why is there like change going on? You like slipping pennies at the strippers?
If I was a runner and I was doing that, I wouldn't think about it. I would just run, and when I'm done, tuck it in. I would not be taking the time to constantly retuck it every time it fell out.
No, not if you're televised.
I don't care. Was it a sprint or was it like a long distance run?
It was a sprint.
It was quick. It was a 2-pump jump.
Because a sprint, like, you're done in 4 seconds. Just wait till it's done.
No, not with your ding-a-ling hanging out.
I bet you the audience
It's very
wasn't satisfied.
sensitive situation you're
If you're
in.
long distance, I could see because you have time to make up the distance or...
See, now, YouTube keeps blurring it out, but
It's like Japanese porn.
there's... If you find the right version, you can see the schlong.
Okay.
Why is it you are always, like, leading me in the direction to look at men's schlongs on the internet?
That's what girls do. I'm your best friend.
First it was Idris Elba, which I still share with people all the time, and they love to look it up and show other. That has gotten spread so far.
See, that's your fault. I bring it to you. You bring it to the people.
I share your knowledge that you've shared with me with everyone, and it goes places.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Maybe that's not always the best thing.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
Idris Elba's penis it is.
yeah.
I mean, it's crazy to
And
look at.
there's something with my phone that it knows. So I every time Idris Elba steps out, I get a video of it.
All right, well, here we go.
And on that note, Jason started.
Had to stop this freak out worse.
Aged white cheddar is.
Done with that topic.
No. Ooh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Shaken and Disturbed podcast, season 5, episode 13.
Yep.
Hey.
Someone finally decided to show back up.
1 week.
Not
1 week.
Not
1
mentioning
week.
any names.
1 week.
Hey, you guys remember blowing bubbles when you were kids?
I'm scared to answer the question.
I feel like there's a pun, like there's some kind
Do you
of
remember
joke
blowing
there.
bubbles as a kid?
Like the clown bubbles? No.
Yes.
Yes? I ran into the other day. Still remember the two.
Oh, I hate you.
See, I knew it.
You're welcome.
Get some new material.
Welcome back. That was a good one. What are you talking about?
Yep.
You know who's the best woman ever on the planet?
Me?
Close second.
You're ruining the joke.
Miss Pac-Man. Throw
just
money
saying.
at her, she'll just keep gobbling until she dies.
That's terrible.
Oh.
I want to get this off on the wrong foot.
No,
my
you're
God.
you're successful.
I think they did.
She doesn't discriminate either, isn't
No.
she?
She, like,
chomp
Takes
on
all comers.
all the, the ghost and everything, right?
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
She does not care. But
They
those
are little white
and they are
droplets.
little balls, or they're droplets.
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to encourage this in
Ghost of children past.
either direction. Oh no, you're gonna make me see Pac-Man in a really wrong way from now on.
And we have a kid in our classroom who loves Pac-Man, and you have to draw him, and he needs to de-escalate.
It's not Miss Pac-Man. Well, I guess, it goes both ways these days.
Yeah,
Well, and can you
He's
really tell?
doing the
Is there
same
a
thing.
real difference? Like,
He's
what was
doing-
the difference?
she's
between
got a
She
bow.
had a bow that was pink.
Did she?
she had a bow on her head. Yep,
Yeah.
that's it. That made her Miss Pac-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yep. I mean,
I know I played it, but I think I was more of a Pac-Man. Like, I didn't like those.
What are you doing? Like, Smack Man?
that's a different game.
It's a fog game, son. You'll play it one day. Jason played the fog game on the way upstairs.
That wasn't funny. I didn't want to play.
Well, sometimes those games surprise
I mean,
you.
that legit sounded like a freaking whoopee cushion. It sounded like you had like plastic in your ass, like vibrating.
No, it got caught between the butt cheeks.
It
is
did.
what happened.
That air was
Yeah.
fierce,
The
though.
little baby butt cheeks I have. Yep.
So tiny.
It was loud though, and it was like strong.
Oh,
It's a forceful push of air.
yeah. I'm sorry.
Rarely can you trust those at our age.
Ooh, can we do a fun thing before we get started on the topic today?
We might
Well,
get
at
to the
this
topic.
point,
You guys
probably
won't
should.
know, but can we call up little sis and see if she'll
I gotta
answer?
figure out which one is which here. You guys really screw me.
I just want
Do you
to.
have a story, a backstory while we
I don't-
work that out?
She just called today, and she was very hungover.
Oh, good for her.
She had a
No.
very late night, and I just want to see how she's doing on air.
On air. Hey, girl. Hey. Heard you had some fun last night. That's what I'm going to say. To be
Like,
young
she's not
and-
gonna know this because I'm the one calling her. It should be your phone.
Well, let's see.
Let's see if she's woken up because she was taking a nap earlier.
What is it? We're in the same time zone,
Yeah,
right?
we are.
No, she's an hour behind.
So she should definitely be up.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message.
I got
When you
this.
have
I
finished
got this.
recording, you may hang up.
Oh, you suck. Just so you know. Bye.
Oh my God! Why did I trust you?
Yeah.
You should have
every
known
time.
something bad was gonna happen. When
You
I
know,
said,
I trust him
got this."
every
I
time.
thought you were gonna like do something like against her, like funny towards her.
Yeah, well, she'll laugh.
Oh, she will. God.
She'll probably keep that.
Probably save
Yeah,
that one.
she's gonna save it.
It's my Asian buddy. Not ordering takeout from there again.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And we learned something this is not a joke. We learned something very interesting the other week. You know how usually we struggle to get tea to be modulated, and sometimes you're like really loud, but other times she's not?
Yeah.
Her microphone
Not
was
one of the
turned
times.
like this.
The E. Oh, I didn't even know it was directional. Like,
It wasn't like my fault though.
how's
Yeah,
mine?
yeah. It's great.
Thank you. All right, so
It wasn't
you're
my
properly
fault.
modulated.
He fucks with shit.
I mean, what you do with your life.
She was like,
is
"Did you
your
mean to
business."
call me? The voicemail you left was pretty funny."
Yes. Yes, we did mean to call you.
So we're doing it again.
I love that that's her response.
Hello.
Hello.
Don't laugh at that.
Do not laugh at him.
Hey, you're live on the air.
Don't encourage him.
I was told that we were supposed to call you, and then when I left that message for you, my wife got mad at me.
Oh.
And then your text coming back, going, that was funny. She's like, I hate you.
He knew you would think it was funny. He knew it. I just wanted to check and see how you were doing and thought, what a better time to do it than on air.
Oh.
Did you get some
Yeah.
sleep?
Yeah, I
She's
did.
really positive about being on air right now.
She's faking it.
You know I'm not going to hold you on here for long. I just wanted to make you laugh and make you uncomfortable.
No. I don't mind.
You're
I'm an
lucky
open book.
caller number 10.
I didn't give them any details. I just said you had a late night and you were very hungover when you talked to her.
Oh my god, yeah. I am very, very hungover.
I mean, we've got to live through you. You got to tell us.
Would you like to expand on this topic before
Yeah,
we
why
get
don't
on
you
our
start with
super
what time
serious
your day
topic?
started yesterday? Because this might feed into our topic.
My date?
Day.
No,
Is
your
that what
day.
we're calling
Your
it?
day.
You had
your
a date?
day.
Wait a minute.
Whoa,
Hold on.
whoa,
Let the
whoa,
lady.
whoa.
Let her talk. Let her talk.
You just outed yourself right there. I did not.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Complimentary shovel.
How does that shoe taste?
It's a little rough.
Listen, you don't got to give any names, but we do need.
Is it like coffee and bad decisions
a little
right now?
summary.
You have taste in your mouth?
Oh my god, guys, I haven't even eaten today. Like, that's how bad today has been.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We need another camera in Nashville.
at your house.
At your house.
It's bad. It's bad.
Split screen this.
We need the IT guys on it right now.
I see you guys.
So correct me if
As
I'm
soon
wrong.
as we get one of those.
Your night started yesterday, correct?
Yes.
At what
yes. 11 a.m.
I love it.
But
I love that. For
so it wasn't like we were drinking all day. We went to like a beach volleyball type of like court. They have courts here that you can like.
Where you drink all day?
Well, yeah. We played though until like 1 or 2, and then started
Oh,
drinking.
you went there
Oh,
at 11, and at 1 you were hammered. Is what you're saying? Then you're like,
Yes.
we started drinking.
Wait,
then.
all day minus 2 hours.
Minus 2 hours. Give or take.
I love how we get the truth out really quick here.
Oh, yeah, you really did. Yeah. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I was
When
hanging
did
out
your
with some
day
friends.
end?
That's questionable. I'll be real. It gets a little hazy there, but I remember the sun was up, and
It wasn't the
I
same
was-
day.
No,
no,
Wow,
it was not
okay.
the same day. It was
this morning.
It was. I was in a car with an individual, with a man, and we were like,
What do you think it's gonna be an alien? There was a
I don't know.
No,
there was
that's
a rhinoceros.
it was a
driving.
very humble brag. Go ahead.
It was a man.
It was yeah, it was interesting, and we were like, because we literally left this friend's house where we were continuing to drink.
Drug dealer,
And then-
friend, drug dealer, same thing.
No,
Yes, exactly. Yep, you get it. So
I think they call those
know me.
bartenders. You got this on.
no, we closed down the bar at 3, and then we had 2 other friends who were like, "Come back to our house and we'll drink and play drinking games."
mean, you
So then
didn't-
we played.
You didn't stay
More
at the
drinking
bar to help them set up for breakfast? Come on. Now.
No, I did not.
Real champions do that.
Yeah, I did not. I was yeah. So, and then when we walked out of the house, we were like, "There's sunlight, and this is a problem."
Yeah,
So-
remember the
Good
movie
stuff.
Varsity Blues?
Yeah, when they come out of the strip club.
Was this your Varsity Blues strip club moment?
No.
She's like, I ain't calling it that.
It was not. It was not that.
All right, I'm hanging up. Bye. Just kidding.
That sounds like a good time.
It does.
It was a lot of fun. It was a night.
Are you feeling it there?
And it was also a morning, apparently.
It was also a morning. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I felt this hungover in a really long time. I don't even think I've ever felt this hungover.
So you
before.
never
I
should have
don't-
moved.
Yeah,
I'm
I
glad she
guess.
did because she gets to experience this for the first time.
It was rough, guys. But
But
it was
you
a
had
fun
a good
night.
time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That
It was,
you're aware of, you had fun.
I mean, there were parts where I don't remember, so yeah. I mean, I'm guessing
That's
it was fun.
convenient.
Convenient. But I'm getting some like eye rolls and like raised eyebrows over here.
I'm reacting to her conversation.
Yes, that's true.
So we'll
Did you want me?
We'll talk to you off air for the
No,
details.
I don't want to hear anything about that mess.
I said off air.
What?
I want to know, did you take a nap when we got off the phone?
Me?
Yeah.
Did I take a nap?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who
Fuck
do you
yeah.
think
I
she's talking
literally-
to?
I thought you guys were talking to each other.
Caller
No,
2.
I'm so confused right now. You can't do this to me while I'm hungover.
So here's the man you were with in the car on caller line 2 here.
Nope. We're not doing that. Nope. We are not doing that. Nope.
Oh,
I don't
that's
like
too
that.
bad. She's like, how do
Yeah.
you know? How do you know?
I need to ask Steph.
Yes.
Steph, do you remember blowing bubbles when you were a kid?
Yeah. Why?
I saw bubbles the other day. He remembers it too.
Yep. She acted right. Don't laugh.
I wish I could see her face right now.
I wish you could see my face right now. You should have saw the way my jaw just went drop. Oh
She's not getting enough oxygen right now. Quit fucking with her.
Oh my god, my head hurts so much.
You need to get some food in you and water.
I know.
Yeah, please.
I've tried the water thing.
How'd that work out?
It's not really working very
You're
well.
in Nashville. Do they not have any of those drive-up IV places that you can call and schedule an IV?
Call a fix?
Oh yeah, they 100% do.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my friends told me about it, and she was like, "Yeah, I
You should
literally
probably
just one
do
night
that.
had to get it."
It's
Nah.
listen, it's downtown in the same place with the food.
Trucks?
No, with the food
Court
Talk-
place?
the food court place.
I know what you're talking
That
about.
open mall area
Yeah.
in the back by the
You want me
bathrooms.
to leave my house right now?
No.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm
when
pretty
you-
sure they have like those vans you can call. I'm just
You
saying
want someone
Yeah.
to come to her house right now?
she's supposed to play volleyball tomorrow.
That's not
I
fair.
am. Yeah, I
I'm
am.
just thinking
yeah.
of her.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe
being
you should just
prepared.
referee.
I
keep the books.
I can't- Oh, I miss you guys.
We miss you too.
Oh my gosh.
Need some Ted Lasso and some soup out right now?
Oh, I've been watching Ted Lasso literally for the past 5 hours. Literally since I got home this morning, which was really not morning, it was 1 p.m. I literally just have been sleeping on the couch watching Ted Lasso.
Wow.
So I'm on the Amsterdam one when you called, actually.
Oh,
Aw.
good episode.
You need
That was
to
so
watch
good.
the movie Deep Cover.
So, okay.
It's on Amazon.
It's funny.
It is hilarious.
It's really
That's all we're gonna tell you.
Deep cover. Okay.
Nate from Ted Lasso's there. Last
But
clue.
you'll like him in this.
You will like him in this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But we will let
You'll
you...
be proud of me. I just shoved a tomato in my face.
Oh.
Okay, that's
You
good.
should probably chop that up next time.
It's
But-
fine.
We will let you go. We just wanted to call. I wanted to call and check on you, and I thought it'd be funny.
No, yeah, of course. It was fun. It was a really fun night. I'll tell you guys about it later, more later, but
When you're
I'm
sober.
more coherent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When your words are wording.
I'm sure Tracy can tell you about how much I sounded delirious this morning
She was.
or afternoon.
She was. The first 5 minutes of the conversation were no coherent sentences.
Good for
I was
you.
like-
Good
You
for
know
you,
what?
little
Good
sis.
She's
job.
like, my words
Good
just
job.
keep getting messed up in my mouth. They won't come out right. I was like, okay.
It was a mixture of being hungover and also just
Drunk.
not poor decisions, but decisions that were made. So it was exasperation. if that
Oh,
makes
I
sense.
love that. See,
Maybe a little fear in there.
do it while you
Yeah,
can.
a little bit of not remembering some things. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
All right,
go eat another tomato, and
Okay.
Thanks, little
and
sis.
be well.
Love you,
Of
girlie.
course, of course.
All
Love
right.
you guys
We
too.
love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye. She cracks me up.
I genuinely,
Wow, it just seems-
genuinely miss her.
Oh,
It seems like we should not do this topic now. After that phone call, it's like, probably not a good idea.
you don't think so? I
It's
feel like
still a good idea.
it lends right into it. She stayed up all night drinking.
Things you shouldn't do.
Things you shouldn't do.
I mean, I don't think she's an addict, but
But
No.
I mean, we can bring it in a softer angle, right? Things we shouldn't do.
you know what I just thought about?
Oh, no.
And I'm going to say this right now because you know our memories suck because we're old.
Yours.
And mine too.
So does yours.
Steel trap.
No.
This has a back door.
A vacancy.
The floor's
empty steel
the
trap.
floor's mesh.
I mean, the back door's open.
You don't ever want to say that again.
Not like that.
door is-
That back door's not open.
I don't know your life.
Exit only. Got that tattoo.
Well, we saw what the
But it'd
exit
be-
does.
Can we do 2 callers at one time?
No, we can't.
Oh, damn.
What you trying to do?
Because I think it'd be fun if, like, you...
Let's get a real addict on.
I'm sure we know somebody.
Can I name names?
You can't.
I mean, I can.
If we had, like, one day we could do, like, a trivia game, and, like, you could have a caller that's paired up with you, and I could have a caller paired up with me, and he could be, like, the
Game show host?
host, and, like, and we can have, like, a prize that we give away to whoever our team member is.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you ask trivia questions,
What are we
and
gonna give
whoever
away?
says their name first, it goes to them first. Like, the caller would have to be listening, and, like, be like,
Most
Sally!
likely to do cocaine.
And then be like, Sally, what's
Give me
the
one.
answer?
Who's Sally?
I was trying to think of a name, just a random name.
Oh, okay.
But it'd be fun to do like a
I was going to say
show.
Rotten Crotch, but that's Susie Rotten Crotch
I don't know her
from
either.
boot camp.
Because that'd be fun. Like, I think, one, would be fun to listen to. But
Mm.
2, would get people into it so that they'd listen to it. Like,
So whoever's on the phone has to call out their own name.
right. Because have you ever heard, if they do it
Put me on the phone. I can call my own
they
name
do
all
it
day.
on radio shows all the time, like for, like, you know, winning prizes to, like, concert tickets and shit like that. And they
I
have,
couldn't tell you the last time I listened to the radio.
and they have,
I do when I go to DC.
like 2 callers, and, like, they'll take 2 of, like, the assistant, like, you know, DJ people,
Uh-huh.
and they are paired with them, but they're winning the prizes for the caller in people, and, like, then he asks the question, and they listen, and if they know it, they shout their name, and it can
Ah.
be music trivia. That'd be fun as shit, or, like,
No, we have to be
People
careful
trivia.
with that, though.
We'll have to work that out.
Copyright infringement.
no, but you don't have to ask. It could be, like, just names. Like, you could just ask questions about music trivia, like what.
I think
band
that
did
have
this,
like
or-
someone playing it on a recorder.
A flutophone.
Do we know people that are actually that talented?
Oh yeah,
Sure.
find somebody.
Okay.
We got some work to
But
do.
that'd be fun to do. Like, and that seems to be a different kind of episode, and I think it'd be fun to listen to. We could do it every once in a while.
Well, as soon as we get our first sponsor, we can do it.
As soon as we can stick to a topic, we can do it.
Yeah, never happening. That's what
There
you're
you
saying.
go.
We're gonna do it. I'm gonna set it
I
up.
love how you get serious, but your hair's going when you try to be serious.
We're
Do
gonna
it do it into the camera.
Like,
That's
Look, I dream a genie.
yep, that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
Major Healy.
She's like, yes, sir,
Yes, master.
Is that what
See,
she
get
calls-
your shit straight.
master.
There it is.
Where's those dreams that I've been after?
Dun, 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 dun.
Anyway,
All right,
All right.
addiction.
Am I right?
how do you like? Now, okay, wait. Serious.
Let's go to commercial break.
I got you. Give me a second here.
Everybody keeps their composure.
Because I can transition. I just need a
Let's
second.
just pretend the camera's not there. Are you or a loved one been affected by asbestos?
By asbestos.
Shh, this is my commercial.
Oh,
Shut up.
shit.
It's called a mesothelioma. Damn it.
Mesothelioma.
Hotline.
Aren't those 2 different things?
My commercial.
My bad.
1877.com.
Mesothelioma.
Back to the show. And we're back.
That did not help get things in line.
I think it did great.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, we're back. See, look.
Do that little like
Like that
And
works.
scene. Okay,
go from, like,
Addiction.
so
I
this
looked at
is
the
our
camera.
attempt
be
to have a serious conversation about
Chronic medical disease. Behaviors despite it's not a moral failing or a lack of rather a treatable condition. Here's a breakdown of key aspects of addiction. Chronic disease, like other chronic diseases such as heart disease or diabetes, addiction involves changes in the body and brain that can be long-lasting. Brain disorder addiction is characterized by functional changes in brain circuits involved in reward, stress, and self-control.
Okay, stop listening to my conversations.
Thanks,
please.
ghetto Siri.
My phone is fucking nosy as shit.
What?
You hit something, didn't you?
That's Android. What's Android?
I don't
person?
like your tone when you say that. It is a Galaxy
Oh, my bad.
something or the other.
But it's on the Android platform, correct?
yes.
Yeah, it's a
Who's their spokesperson? Sorry,
I don't know.
because you got Siri,
oh, they don't have a name.
Bixby?
Bigsby.
Bixby?
Ain't nobody falling in love with Bigsby.
Bixby. Well, he's not it. That wasn't,
Bigsby.
that wasn't it.
You just say with
Can
an
you
X.
tell me about addiction, Bigsby? Apparently not.
No, I really don't know how that happened. But even the phone's trying to get us on track.
Yeah.
That's what I want to say about that. All right, so
Great episode, guys.
it's only been an hour already. Why
Join
do
us
we,
next week when we talk about addiction.
Why do we?
It's just
I'm sorry.
it's my fault.
I needed that one little last one. I'm done.
All right.
So this came up, and the reason this topic is in our minds is because we had a situation within the home recently.
My drywall addiction came back. I'm sorry, guys.
It came back.
What are you eating drywall?
There's
You're
a,
not supposed to say it like that.
that's called pica, I think. When you eat stuff, you're not supposed to like
Oh, I
that.
thought it was like that's very specific for drywall.
Yeah, I know.
Pica is like when you put anything, like when you have an obsession, like to put inedible things in your mouth.
And eat them.
Inedible.
Yes,
Inedible.
like pennies.
Everything's edible if
And
you try
chalk.
hard enough.
No,
And-
it's not.
Like pennies aren't.
I
So
mean, what was it Burgess Meredith's character said in Grumpy Old Men? Like the kid ate a quarter in one of the movies. He's like, it's like, she craps out 2 dimes and a nickel, then worry.
it's a grumpy old man thing to say.
It's a good movie though.
Great move.
Yeah. Are we gonna actually do this?
I'm
Are we-
ready anytime. You
All
guys want
right.
to get serious?
No, kick it off.
Scene.
Kick it off. Kick it off.
All right, I'll try. I just won't look at him.
Okay, look at me.
I'm going to stare at you uncomfortably, though, the whole time.
Oh, I fucking hate you sometimes. No, I can't say I hate you because I love you too much.
And we don't use that word hate.
You drive me crazy sometimes.
I heard it was every time, but okay.
It might be. It's
wow.
pretty close.
And the truth comes out.
So a couple weeks ago, for those of you who don't know, Jason used to dip
Hmm.
pretty regularly.
Yes.
Like pretty.
Oh, this what we talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go there.
Let's do it.
For 30 years.
And obviously, everybody who's listening knows that we've had a cancer situation
Over 30 years, actually.
recently that we are
That's a
on the
long
winning
time.
end of right now.
Yes, we are.
So we were on vacation a couple weeks ago, and backstory is there was a couple times prior to this event, this incident, that I was thinking that something was going on, but I didn't was just like, no, he's not. It's a gum or something, because you were trying to chew gum a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, no, it's just gum or something, and he's not doing that. He wouldn't do that. But on vacation, there was a lot of alcohol that being ingested, and I think that triggers you a lot.
Very much so.
I can understand that.
Right. And so I just remember sitting on the couch, and you looked at me, and I just looked at you, and you like knew.
You knew that she knew that you knew? Or you knew that he knew that you knew?
He knew that I knew what he was doing.
Yes.
And he quietly got up, took it out, and let it go. And we were in front of people, so I wasn't going to address it in front of everybody. But we were supposed to go out that night. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's correct.
Yeah. And so we went into the.
She punched me in the mouth instead.
Never.
Oh,
Well,
that's too
maybe
bad.
not never, but
All right. Make for a good story. But
I'd have to be really worth it. But we went into the bedroom, and I just sort of was like, "What's going on? Like, what? Help me understand." And
was it that calm?
it was. We were pretty calm.
Yeah, we were pretty calm. And I honestly, I don't know what really triggered it. It was just kind of like it was almost like putting on an old pair of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And I like bought a can, and I would like have it dipped and throw it away. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. Like, wait. So when you put the dip, was it 5 minutes, 10 seconds, an hour? What you
No,
mean?
not even 5 minutes. Like, what the hell are you doing? Get rid of it. But then it just like, I don't know. There was a lot of alcohol consumed, and it got decently where it was like I would have one in every now and then. And it's like, I can do this. It's okay. Then it's like, no. You can't do this.
Like, how long before?
So you were. That means you were struggling with it.
Because
Yeah.
like, we know, right, and we know that. Like, we now know that that's a big part of it. Like, because we now know 2 silos. You purchased a can.
Right. I did tell on you.
That's fine. Like, yeah, but prior to that, how
Like I said, it was probably about a month.
okay, and 2 silos was what, like 2 weeks prior to the beach trip. Yeah, because it was
Yeah.
Michaela's birthday. Yeah. Okay.
So was 2 silos the first time you bought one?
No.
Oh, I see.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. I was trying to put the timeline together.
Okay.
Because I never really bothered to do that before.
No,
But he had said it was about a month.
Yeah, it's about a month.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was, what the hell are you doing? Oh, it's so good. What the hell are you doing? It's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
You know, kind of deal. And 2 silos, I remember waking up with a can of dip in my pocket and going, oh, that's bold. You know, and like,
Because because you weren't hiding it at that point. Like the previous cans
it's like
you hid,
in
this
my
one was
front
in your
pocket.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. And it's like, got rid of that. You know, and it's like, what the hell? And then there was a lot of alcohol, and then, you know, like she was saying at the beach, and it was kind of like, you know what, you know, it's my life, you know, kind of deal. Not taking into appreciation a lot of other lives,
Yeah.
but it was so easy, and this is where it gets into the addiction thing.
Yeah. Let's hear your perspective.
It's so easy to slip into it. It's like it's not nicotine. You know, that's not the addiction. I mean, right now, that's a coffee pouch. It is all it is, and it's like having that. It is the addiction. You know, just so
Something to
used
do.
to having it. It's like mowing the lawn or cooking food or waking up.
So you
Yeah.
saying it's just habitual?
Extremely. I had my first chew when I was 13.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. When's the first time you had?
13 years old.
You bought it? You stole it? Was it a
It
friend's? What was it?
It was my buddy across the street. It was Levi Garrett Chew. Was the first time. We lived on, probably could think of that. I don't know the house number now, but it was Shoreline Drive in Greensboro, North Carolina.
And Greensboro, North Carolina, is known. It's a tobacco.
Oh, all of
State?
North Carolina.
It's a tobacco
Yeah.
state. And back then, when you were 13, like every major league baseball player did it. Like
everyone you
it was on
know
commercials.
nearly.
It was.
Yeah. I mean, like when we first met, even like I have a father who dipped my entire life until my uncle was diagnosed with cancer like 20 years ago, and my dad quit. I think he fell back for a brief moment of time, some period after that, but immediately went back to quitting, and he hasn't touched it since. But like the act of dipping never bothered me when we first started dating. I didn't like it, but it wasn't something that I was like you know, it's a deal breaker. Where like smoking is like a deal breaker for me with people. Because it was something that I was used to because I grew up with it. So to me, it was just like, it is what it is. And there's so many people I know that dip.
When I was probably, I mean, like when we first met, I was dipping a can a day.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was picking up, you know, a roll a week.
Right.
You know, so it was nothing for me to go through a can a day.
And in the military, when
Oh.
you go out into the field, you can't smoke. So people
Yeah.
who don't even dip will dip
Yeah.
in
Just to
place
have-
of
Yeah.
in place of not being able to light a cigarette and smoke it.
But it was weird. I mean, it's like, because when the diagnosis came, it was like there was one dip in there, you know, and I've told her this, you know, I went back down to Atlanta and got back down there and put a dip in after being told that, you know, you've got cancer. Mm-hmm. And immediately it's like, what are you doing? Got rid of it, dumped everything I had, and it was never looked back. There were times, you know, just like not even like being around people that did dip, but it's like you could catch that smell. It's like, and I've said before, like sometimes, you know, I smoked in the past too. Mm-hmm. You know, and there's times like I smell a cigarette and it's like sickening. But
like you don't smell it and want one. You're smelling it and you're like, oh, that's gross.
Yeah, and then there's other times smell it and it's like it's intoxicating. Mm-hmm. And that's like, I don't know, that's the weird thing when it comes to addiction. You know, it's a, I don't know, I guess it's a norm. It's kind of like, this is a not a way of life, but like a part of your life.
Right. Just like brushing your teeth or tying your shoes, or you automatically do it.
Yeah. It's like, it's part of your routine. And I don't know. I mean, I've gone through, and we've talked about this some, you know, a billion different ranges of emotions and everything through this entire process and the treatment. And, you know, you lose this, you can't do this, you can do this, you can't do this anymore. Your body doesn't want to do this, you know, kind of thing. And I think starting that back, it was almost like a sense of normalcy. It's like, I beat this. I can be that person that I was before in a sick and twisted way.
Right. Because you're saying this, I'm not saying you're saying this. I'm hearing you say it's part of who you are and you want to be that person again. That's what I'm hearing you say. In some ways, yes. It was a sense of, this is one of those things I was able to do before.
I think for you, it's a lot of, I want to be who I was before this fucking disease.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, and it's so hard because I do think, like, being after the fact and having had a lot of conversations, like, since then, because, like, we solved things in the beach and we thought we were good, and then the withdrawal hit. And when we came back a couple days after the beach, it kind of blew up and was at a head. Like,
yeah.
Because you were going through some serious, like,
and, you know, I thought I was good. I thought I was mentally, you know, capable and prepared enough for it. Came to a realization really quick that I was not.
Yeah. And what do you mean? What happened?
Well, he was in a mood, and so we were actually having a conversation about something completely different. And it triggered something in him. And do you remember, because we were on the boat ride and you were silent, like the entire boat ride, and I couldn't figure it out because the conversation was not about us, it was about something else, but something that I was talking about triggered him. And I think I was talking about like who you are and people who they are and being who they're supposed to be, and like you can't force somebody to change, they have to be who they are, and your only choice is to respond to their choices, kind of like we were talking about that day at dinner. And I was having that conversation about something else and other people, and he, like,
did you think it was about you?
No, it kind of locked in. It's like, well, okay, then, you know, in my brain, and this is the addiction side of it, you know, and I can openly
I'm
admit
trying to
this,
see the correlation.
Is that it's like, okay, well, if you have to adjust to people and meet them where they are, you know, to be part of their lives, then I should be able to do what I want to do.
Okay, that's a flawed logic, in my opinion.
But
his opinion,
have you, you know, from the other side of it, have you ever had an addiction problem?
Right.
Yeah, and I haven't. So, like, I didn't. Chocolate. I do have an addiction.
That is
not the same thing.
That is not even in the. I bet you strike that comment because that just pissed me off a little bit.
I know. I don't mean to make light of it, but I understand what it's not to be able to give something up. Like,
it is nothing like that. It does. It's not even in the same stratosphere.
I do not think it is. I believe you, and I completely understand that there's two completely different levels.
Here's the thing. I'm trying. It's. Give me a second to speak.
Okay.
it's not even that. It's disrespectful to someone who has a true addiction problem.
Okay.
I mean, it is outright. It's like, oh, I can't do this. It's like, fuck you, kind of deal. My moment kind of deal. I'm not saying that, but it's like,
No, I know you're okay.
It's throwing a discount onto something that is a chemical,
like a
addiction.
Real struggle.
Yeah,
I got you. I mean, and then when we got back, I was just like, what's going on? And he, like, it just unloaded, and like was just kind of in this mindset of like, I should be able to do what I want to do. And I was like, okay. I mean, could go on forever talking about this, but the bottom line was like, you can make your choice to do what you're going to do, because I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, and you can do what you want to do, but your choices will cause me to have to take steps to do what I need to do, because
the consequences.
Right, like actions have consequences, and you absolutely. And he looked at that as an ultimatum, and I do understand from his point of view it's an ultimatum, but from my point of view it's like, I'm not telling you what to do. You're going to make your own choice. I'm just telling you there will be actions from my side responding to that may result in a situation.
Take the word "may" out. Let's not lie.
That will.
So she was firm about what she was saying.
which for someone that has an addiction problem, it was another FU.
Right.
And I would be lying if I did not say that there were days when I'm like testing the limits.
I mean, no.
You know what I want to say before it falls out of my head? I should be able to do what I want to do. Is that just about dip? Because I think in anything that you cling to as a life raft means there's other things that's drowning you too.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I mean, I do.
I think people can be individualistic when it comes to things, and that's, I'm not trying to be a dick when I say this to anybody, but you don't understand addiction. And addiction can be...
This question is for understanding. So, I want to be able to do what I want to do. Is it just about putting that pouch in your mouth?
100%.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to get at. Because it feels like a symptom to a bigger problem. Based on this sentence, I want to do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
When it comes to that, it's very, very specific.
Okay.
I mean, and it's anyone. I mean, I have the utmost respect and empathy or sympathy or whatever. I mean, I don't know what that level is when it comes to people who have other addictions, when it comes to drugs, whether it's cocaine or meth or heroin or whatever. I know what kind of grip that has on me. And like I said, it's not the nicotine, portion of it. It's just that part is what I struggle with. And I still do struggle with it.
Right.
And I don't know a time when I won't.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of deal. I mean, I could easily walk out the door and be 100% full throttle chewing tobacco again.
Without any thought to
my health or welfare? No.
Yeah. Okay. So you have no will against that action. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, I do have will because I'm not doing it. But I know 100% that I could go back to it in a second and it wouldn't be a second thought.
Mm. So then you are exercising your will to not do it.
Yeah.
And when you do it, you're saying, I know I can not do it, but I'm saying fuck it.
Yeah.
Because that's the other side of the coin.
And you say it to yourself.
Mm.
It's a constant wrestling match. And I mean, honestly, we go back to other addictions, whether it's alcohol or drugs or whatever, why people tear themselves apart.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you also can see where you hear about it, and we talked about this, you hear about it all the time, addicts that have been clean and sober for 20 years and will dabble in it again and then overdose and die. And it's like, what made them do it again when they've literally been sober for decades?
It's easy to convince yourself.
But you think, I can handle it. You think, I got a hold on this. Oh, it's only one time. Oh, I miss it. Let me just do it once and I'll be good. And then...
It's a balance. I mean, you can... It's easy to convince yourself when it's something of that nature. that you can control it.
Right.
It's easy because at the root of it all, you know, in deep down in the dark depths, you want it.
Right.
I mean, there's something within it, whether, you know, it's nicotine or whether it's the rush from a drug or the euphoric feeling, you know, things of that nature, that it makes you feel good, or it gives you this sense of, man, I don't know how a sense of, but it just makes you feel. For me, a lot of times, or when I look at it, when I think about it, I think of a pre-cancer era. Of I could do this and my life was great and everything was fine. Why can't I have this again? You know, I beat this. Why can't I have it again? And it's sometimes it's easy to block out that thought of, well, this is potentially part of what caused your cancer.
Yeah. And I was saying, like, if that can be your prevailing thought versus I just want it, is that possible? To switch those thoughts and the prevailing thought be, this almost killed me.
Both thoughts are always there.
Mm-hmm.
You can't kill one.
Mm.
You can't mute one. Or you can mute it temporarily, but it never goes away.
And I think that's the hard part, is being someone who has never had an addiction. I mean, like, I have addictive personality in our family, which is why I'm so concerned about the kids, because they have addiction on like multiple facets of their biological DNA.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want them ever. There's a reason why I don't gamble, because that's the one time that I felt like this is something that could get me in trouble, because this is such a high for me, like this playing with numbers and this doing this thing. And I was like, I won't gamble. Like, I'll never play cards. Like, because I truly believe I could have a problem with it.
I'll say, like, just and if someone can tell me I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But there is no one on this planet that is a recovered addict.
No, I mean,
you are always going to be a recovering addict.
Right, someone who's fighting it.
And I feel like people are always constantly struggling, and an addict is somebody that gives into that. And I think people are constantly struggling and constantly recovering and constantly making those choices. But the addiction part comes when you give into that, you know?
And it's been like, do you think, like, because we've talked about this a little bit, do you feel like the circumstances of the weeks leading up, because, you know, people don't know, like, every 3 months we have to go through checks and blood tests, and we had a couple things that have happened that were scaring you and really kind of had you in a headspace that wasn't.
Yeah, I can't say that there wasn't, you know, a devil may care, you know, kind of mindset.
Right.
It's like,
I don't understand what that means.
There was an incident.
No, the devil may care. What does that mean?
It's like, who cares?
Okay.
You know, kind of deal.
I just never heard that one.
I'll explain it a little bit more. I wanted to get this other part out. A few weeks ago, and if the kids ever listen to this, will be the first time they hear it. We took the boat out, and we went across out to Thames. We anchored out. We went to go have lunch, and I was struggling to eat. And so it's like, oh, crap. I go to the bathroom because I knew I was going to throw up. I threw up nothing but blood. And so my immediate thought is, it's back.
Cancer's back.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, it's like, who gives a shit? You know, and that's the devil may care.
Yeah, okay.
You know, kind of mind. It wasn't like this constant, but it was like,
what the fuck does it matter anymore?
Does it matter at this point? You know, if it's back, well, why can't I just, you know, I mean, in essence, just live my life how I used to?
Okay, well, that explains a lot. That explains a lot.
Do you feel like that played a part in?
100%. It
I mean, you had said that before. I wasn't sure if that was still like your mindset.
Definitely, you know, that's a part of it, but that also is another excuse to do it.
Yeah. I mean, anybody that kicks it into fuck it mode gives themselves a reason to do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that definitely would have triggered.
But I mean, I can't sit here and say something down the line in 6 months or a year where they say, hey, it's this, and sorry, dude, that I wouldn't go pick up a can. Because it's like at that point, it's like, I'm going to go anyways.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think people who face their mortality do tend to be compulsive and impulsive, and it's part of the fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It is part of the fear. Some people will go and make amends or whatever, but it's all a trigger, you know, to that feeling.
And it's definitely hard. Like it's hard not being somebody who can understand that mindset. Like it's not like I've smoked and I understand like that need.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like not gonna put myself like we were talking that day at dinner. Like there was a part of me that was like, how fucking disrespectful to those of us that like watched you be sick. Mm-hmm. Like to put that back in your body, knowing what we went through, like watching you be sick, and that's my selfish thoughts and my selfish mentality. And I said to him straight up, like as horrible as it is, like, do you want me to? You really want to tell the kids that like this is what you're doing to yourself after they watched you be sick for a year and go through treatment? Like, how do you justify that to people who took care of you? That I know this is potentially a major reason why I got sick in the first place. But I'm gonna still do it anyway.
And there's going to be people that are going to be upset, right? And then there's going to be the people that are like, fuck it, it's your life.
Right.
You know? And that's just how it is. Either you deal with it emotionally or you check out because it's too much.
Right.
You know? But I said something similar to you at Two Silos night.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't remember.
So at Two Silos night, we stopped to use the bathroom at like a 7-Eleven or something, and you went and bought the dip, the one that you woke up with in your pocket. And I said, what the fuck are you doing with that? And I was like, I don't care what you're going through right now, but that is a betrayal to everyone who's ever cared about you in the last 12 months. And you said, I know, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna put it in my pocket. I'm not gonna use it.
I never broke the seal on it. I can tell you that much.
Okay.
I was shocked that
Do you
it was
think
in
if she
my
hadn't
pocket.
called you out, you would have?
I don't know. I honestly, I mean,
That night was.
That's crazy.
I've said this, and this is the 100% truth. I don't remember that night after, playing cornhole.
Right. No, and that, yeah. I mean, I just, it's such a powerful thing. Like, I mean, I'm proud of you because you've been doing really well. I know that coffee pouches aren't the same thing.
No.
But you have been doing well. I mean, the pina colada ones seem to be.
I'm going to have to order some more of those.
So what are you talking about exactly?
The same company that makes the, shameless promo for Grindz. I mean,
you didn't have to say the name.
I'm more than happy to.
I mean, they're impressive. They make it look like I told her, I was like, I inspected the shit out of that can. I was like, let me see that can.
No tobacco, no nicotine. I am still weaning off nicotine because I know that's part of the issue. Mm-hmm. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Yeah,
so
it is very much so.
I do have like the little Zen things, and it's like every other one I'll do a Zen, which is 6 milligrams of nicotine. I've got to bite the bullet at some point because they don't make the wintergreen ones in 3 milligram.
And so you'll have to stop doing that?
They have like mint, and I despise that taste.
They're cousins.
Very distant. But Grindz makes it's just coffee, and it tastes like coffee, but it also has a little wintergreen flavor in it, which actually the two don't sound like they would go together, but they kind of do.
Did you say it has caffeine or no?
Caffeine, yes.
Okay.
They make 2 different levels.
Because it's coffee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first ones the first one I got was, I think I got 2 or 3 cans of it. They were 25 milligrams per pouch. And it's a little pouch. And then I was like, I need to order some more, and they had like this Black Ops edition. And they're 50 milligrams per pouch of
and
caffeine.
it's 50 okay, of caffeine.
Yeah. And you order it, and you like order 4, and they send you, they're like pushing like their new flavor, which is no coffee taste. It's just pina colada. It looks like a little Zen pack if you ever seen those. They're just the little white pouches. But it's like, okay, well, we'll give it a go. I put that thing in my mouth. I was like, holy crap, this is delicious. I was like, these things are freaking great.
I'm sure they got sued and had to come up with some alternative products. And that's great.
They're still pushing it. You can get the pina colada ones on there. They've got like white peach, and I'm like, I'm gonna try that and try that. But I am on like the 50 milligram patches or pouches, and I probably have like 4 of those a day. So
okay,
I'm never down on energy.
Well, don't you,
I might got to get one for Monday.
I mean,
do you still have like the little nicotine things that you do
the
too?
Zen. That's the Zen.
That's the
thing,
Zen.
yeah.
Okay.
And I my goal is to step down because it's a wean off. Like I said, nicotine is a chemical addiction. I mean, even the dip portion of it. Yeah, I mean, that's a big part of it. But I know that chemical, because what a lot of people don't understand, like when you do chewing tobacco, mainly dip, is that there are little microscopic little pieces of glass in there.
Yeah, I've heard that. Like fiberglass.
And it's designed to cut your gum.
So that the stuff can get in there.
So the nicotine gets into your bloodstream. So it's like bleeding the nicotine out level by level.
That sounds terrible.
I mean, I've been doing pretty good.
So what's your plan on this?
I don't know if I'll give the Grindz up at this point. I do like them. Okay. I mean, I don't have to spit. They taste good, They
make me. I'm fine.
Get pretty good.
Is the mood leveled out?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I hope. I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think for him, like once he got past those first couple days, and I think, as horrible as it sounds, and as ugly as that particular evening got, and it was an intense evening, the love is intense, and the respect and the love and the commitment to make sure this, and I don't think in his brain he could ever truly, he's not such an addict that he's willing to throw away his family for an addiction. He's gonna fight for it.
Yeah,
it's not like that kind of a situation. And I didn't believe it was, but it was having to have that conversation and say those things and from the one thing I was trying to explain to him is and he didn't get it at first, was I was married to someone who and I dated someone prior to that. One person had an addiction for other stuff. Shay, it was alcohol, but I would never put myself back in a position to have to live a life of constantly questioning, second guessing, not believing and trusting, having to look for things, having to double check to make sure you're actually saying you're doing what you're doing, or you are where you are, or you're not doing what you're not supposed to be. I don't want to live that life anymore. I did that for 5 years. I got out for a reason. I'm not going to live a life where I have to fucking constantly wonder if you're being honest and true to me. And either this relationship is is enough, and I said to him, I will go to counseling with you, I will go to therapy with you, I will do whatever I have to do to help you, I will support you, because I know it's not easy and it sucks, but I'm not going to watch you do the alternative.
And that's fair.
And I'm not going to make them, because they grew up with that father, and they know the tumultuous, toxic environment it was to live in. Michaela can tell you the stories of listening to us fight, and I'm not going to put them through that. So he could tell me, I had to know, and I believe him 1000%. He could tell me, I'm not going to question, either you're going to commit to this or you're not, because I'm not going to have you tell me you quit and you're working on it and then have to constantly question. And I will say my gut is really fucking good. I knew, I didn't want to face it, but I knew, and I knew that day when I looked at you, I was fucking but I have not doubted him a day since it happened. I haven't questioned anything. Like, it's just I knew, but I having to say those words like, I'm not fucking doing this. Like, I've never thought I'd have to say that to him ever. But I also didn't think, you know, we'd be fighting cancer and dealing with addiction and all that kind of shit. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it interferes with your life in all kinds of ways. And then your people and your peripheral people, you know, just like anything else. So, I mean, it's all in love to say, hey, listen, I'm not going to watch you do this.
Right.
Or I'm not going to let you do this, or I'm going to help you through this, versus go fuck yourself. I mean, because that's a strong alternative.
It sounds weird, but like, and I know he didn't get it, and I don't expect other people to understand it. But having been through what I went through with exes, I loved him enough to be like, I'm not going to tell you what you can do with your life. I will walk away if that's your choice. Because I'd rather walk away loving you than live in a marriage where so much toxicity and so much mistrust is developed and so much anger and resentment starts festering that by the time it finally does end, because you know it's going to with all of that bullshit, you hate each other.
Yeah.
And I would not want that for us or the kids. Like, because it would, I told him, I'm like, you have to make this choice to stop, because I can't tell you you have to do it, because if I tell you this is your only option, you're going to be pissed at me and resentful of me and angry at me because I'm making you stop doing something you don't want to do.
I mean, all those things could still happen, because what he's saying is this is happening outside of my control. But I think you're putting some good things in to make sure it doesn't
I think he's choosing family over.
For sure.
Stop. It's not family, because when you start saying that kind of stuff, and we've talked about this, it's ultimatum-ish.
Okay.
And that's where it's got to end. It has to be a personal choice.
I agree with you.
Stop. A personal choice is a personal choice. It has nothing to do with family. It has nothing to do with life. It has nothing to do with what's going to happen tomorrow. It's a personal choice of going, do I want to live? I know what this did to me. It can't be anything. I don't care what the addiction is. It can't be it's this or that.
No, I agree with you on that, but there is a difference, and any drug therapist, any psychologist will tell you.
We're going to agree to disagree there.
But there's a difference between saying, I'm doing this because it's what I want to do for these reasons, versus I'm doing this because it's told me she has to do this. Does that make sense?
I hear what you're saying. You're saying I'm not. I want you to make that choice.
Right.
Because the consequences is your family.
Right.
And Jason's saying the first choice has to be about himself.
Oh, I agree. No, I agree with that. 100%.
Yeah, and to put the two next to each other
is disproportionate.
Negates the first choice of
I
have to choose myself first.
100%.
The consequence is losing myself versus, the
and
consequence. The consequence of you is losing your family. The consequence for him is losing himself, and that has to come first, or he can't pick you.
Right.
I'm hearing it like that.
I get what you're saying.
You could tell me to fuck off.
You're 100% right.
No, I get what you're saying.
All right.
I'm just saying what you repeated to me. So that's all I was trying to say. But I mean, I'm proud of him. He's been doing great.
This has been a pretty vulnerable conversation, and I appreciate you having it.
I have to say that I'm kind of done there.
Yeah.
At this point.
Okay. I think we ran it. I mean, it definitely was a in-depth. I mean, we're right at the hour mark.
Hey.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I'm here, whether you like it or not. at all different intervals, but I'm here. So
that was a good one.
All right. Hate to end it kind of down, but I am there. But thank you guys for listening. We do appreciate it. It was really cool. Please check us out. Shaken_and_disturbed. Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and on YouTube eventually. I don't think this thing works anymore.
Is the iPad not working again?
There it is.
That's not what I wanted, but yeah, cool. I wanted this one, but yeah, all right. Oh, that's like the weirdest. No, thank you. Why do you keep playing that? All right. 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. We're done.